It was her first time driving, and she had taken her daughter out for a ride. But what was supposed to be a simple outing quickly turned into a nightmare. People around them were running in panic. As a group of armed kidnappers drew closer, the mother and daughter sat frozen in fear, too terrified to make a sound. Then, out of nowhere, the car window shattered, the butt of a gun smashed through the glass. Darkness swallowed them as they both lost consciousness. When Amy regained awareness, she found herself being medically checked, along with several others. After the exam, they were led into a conference room inside a heavily guarded base. A bald man stood waiting for them. He handed Amy 2 small canisters and gave her a mission: deliver them across a frozen landscape to a research facility in a place called Ode. In return, he promised their freedom. To make sure she complied, the man showed Amy a photo of her daughter and revealed that the little girl was being held in a refugee camp in Ode. That night, the mission began. After what felt like endless gliding across ice and snow, the group finally stopped to rest near a snowbank. Suddenly, a helicopter appeared in the sky above them. Amy quickly moved to avoid the beam of the searchlight, slipping beneath the shadow of a broken bridge. By staying in the blind spot, she managed to avoid detection. One by one, the rest of her team joined her. Once the helicopter disappeared into the distance, they continued on and reached a small village. Inside one of the houses, they were startled to find it wasn't abandoned. There were people inside. Realizing it was just a couple of civilians, they let their guard down and settled in to rest. But during dinner, Amy accidentally knocked over her cup. As she bent down to pick up her spoon, she noticed something alarming: guns hidden under the table. A brutal gunfight broke out. After the shootout, Jack checked everyone for injuries and discovered Philip had taken a bullet. Despite his condition, they had no choice but to press on. But the bitter cold only made Philip's injury worse. Eventually, they stopped at another snowbank to examine his wound. Blood was pouring out, and it wasn't stopping. Amy, scouting ahead, discovered an abandoned ship. Once she confirmed it was safe, they brought Philip inside and sat him down, trying to decide what to do next. As Amy was inspecting the rest of the ship, a beam of light suddenly appeared in the distance, reflecting off the icy surface. A gunshot rang out. Amy rushed back into the cabin, only to find that Philip had taken his own life. Realizing that the enemy might have heard the shot, she warned the others that they were no longer safe. Her teammates wanted to call off the mission, but Amy refused. Her daughter was still out there. She had to keep going. Soon, Amy reached a section of dangerously thin ice. She tapped it with a chunk of frozen snow, only to watch it crack instantly. With no other option, she started to glide slowly across the fragile surface. But the ice couldn't support her weight. Amy dropped to her stomach, spreading herself out to distribute her weight and avoid breaking through. Just then, her 2 teammates caught up. One of them threw her a rope.